Look at all that money, yeah, the money that they've spent. Take another look and take some time for him. Don't cut trees for paper, cause it hurts the environment. Stop deforestation, yeah, it's time for hemp. Well, and an acre of hemp makes 20 barrels of oil. No need for pesticides to poison all our soil. People got no food, they got no clothes, they got no rent. Well, it's time for hemp. Throughout Earth's history, hemp has been used, no mystery. Hemp was legal to pay your taxes for more than a century. Check your faxes, the founding fathers make sense to me. It's time to grow hemp legally. Think of all its uses, it's money that's well spent. Right now, no excuses, time for hemp. Sustainable green industry, that's our intent. A better place this world will be. It's time for hemp. Fuel and food and clothes and soap, housing, cars, yeah, condo Joe. Henry Ford built a car out of hemp. It's time for us to do it again. People be employed with balanced farming as it's meant. Right now, it's time for hemp. Hemp is a true necessity for the wealth and protection of this country. Thomas Jefferson spoke those words. He knew the value of these herbs. It's time to lift the hemp ban. It's time to make a strong stand. Yes, we can. I know we can. We can make a difference. Yes, we can. Just like birds of a feather, we can work together and lift the hemp ban. Look at all that money, yeah, the money that they spend. Take another look and take some time for hemp. Don't cut trees for paper, cause it hurts the environment. Stop deforestation, yeah, it's time for hemp.
Yes, it is. It is time for hemp. Thank you for tuning in to the big broadcast today. And I hope you had a great holiday season. And I want to wish you a happy 2026. And I hope your new year is full of lots of love, comedy, and 420 moments. And as you know, we have an exciting year in the world of cannabis reform. Recently, we've had President Trump working on rescheduling cannabis from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3, and we're going to be talking about that today. And also, with winter about halfway through, people are starting to focus on their next garden that will probably be in their backyard by spring. And sometimes people are even growing indoors during this time of year. And I have learned over the past couple of decades when dealing with plants that plants respond to music. And I've done some research on plants, and I have learned that plants do a lot more than just respond to music. Plants not only can hear, but they can taste, they can smell, and they can touch. And we're going to be talking about that today on the big broadcast. Let me remind you that all the music that you hear on the program today, I wrote the lyrics, and all the songs are being performed by the Illusions of Music, and you can download lots of their tunes for free when you visit timeforhemp.news. There's also podcasts you can download for free, videos you can watch, blog posts that might be of interest to you, all about how wonderful the amazing cannabis plant is. Well, we're going to kick off the show with some groovy tunes. Since we're going to be talking about the rescheduling that is in the process of occurring and the effects it's going to have on the cannabis hemp industry, I sat down and I wrote a couple of tunes about this event that's happening in America. It's rather historic, and so we're going to kick off this next segment with one of those groovy tunes and then come back and talk about the rescheduling here at Time for Hemp.
The headlines hit the sidewalk, hear the old walls crack. Said the plan we were fearing might be calling us back. From a dusty file mark, never know, no way. They're changing the number, letting science have its say. It ain't a miracle moment, it ain't overnight, but the future just flickered on a little more light. 50 years of stigma, red tape tied in knots. Now the lab coat's talking about the data that we've got. Doctors leaning forward saying maybe it's time, when medicine's been waiting on the wrong side of the line. No free-for-all confetti, no cross-country plane, but the rhythm's starting to move in a smarter refrain. We're planting our roots for tomorrow, tomorrow, deep in the ground where the truth still grows. No more borrowing pain, no more swallowing sorrow, when the answer's been here all along, you know. Sing it out, let the old rules fall, watch the green rise through the cracks in the wall. We're planting our roots for tomorrow, tomorrow, and the future's calling all of us home. Now the paperwork's moving with a faster beat, from the halls of justice to the clinic seats. Schedule 1 to 3 don't sound like a song, but it means real medicine can finally belong. Codeine down the hallway, steroids next door. Funny how the plant took the longest walk to the floor. Researchers used to whisper like it's something taboo. Now they're speaking in the open, saying look what it can do. Less permission slips, fewer lockdown doors, still need better flowers than the ones from before. Progress don't sprint, it learns how to groove. Every study's saying, yeah, this thing can help people too. We're planting our roots for tomorrow, tomorrow, deep in the ground where the truth still grows. No more borrowing pain, no more swallowing sorrow, when the answer's been here all along, you know. Sing it out, let the old rules fall, watch the green rise through the cracks in the wall. We're planting our roots for tomorrow, tomorrow, and the future's calling all of us home. Down on Main Street shelves with the hemp leaf sign, CBD for the body, peace of mind for the mind. Calm for the pets, rest for the pain. Nature doing what nature's done again and again. Not the lab-made shortcuts, not the chemical tricks, just honest grown medicine finally getting its fix. From the farm row swaying to the doctor's advice, this ain't left or right, it's just science being nice. You don't have to be a rebel, don't have to be brave, just let common sense finally have its day. So dance if you're hopeful, hum if you're unsure. These We're planting our roots for tomorrow, tomorrow. Deep in the ground where the truth still grows. No more borrowing pain, no more swallowing sorrow. When the answer's been here all along, you know. Sing it out, let the old rules fall. Watch the green rise through the cracks in the wall. We're planting our roots for tomorrow, tomorrow. And the future's calling, yeah, the future's calling us home.
Thank you for taking time for Hemp. I am your host, Casper Leitch. You've been listening to the Illusions of Music. Sing a song that I wrote called Our Roots for Tomorrow Start Today, all about the rescheduling that is happening right here in America. A very historic event. Cannabis was put on Schedule 1, I believe, back in 1970. It's amazing the history and the journey that has occurred to this plant since that time. In 2018, President Trump signed the 2018 Farm Bill, and in that was a provision that allowed hemp to be grown in all 50 states and to be brought back as a cash crop. So it was interesting that Donald Trump signed the 2018 Farm Bill making hemp legal, and now he is active in the rescheduling of medical cannabis as well. President Trump's decision about cannabis will reshape America's hemp and cannabis industry. President Trump's long-anticipated executive order directing the federal government to move cannabis from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3 under the Controlled Substances Act marks one of the most consequential moments in modern American drug policy. For hemp activists, cannabis professionals, researchers, and entrepreneurs, this announcement signals both long overdue progress and a reminder that true reform is still a work in progress. While the order promises immediate relief in some areas of the cannabis economy, it does not magically undo more than 5 decades of federal prohibition. Instead, it opens a new chapter that is defined by cautious optimism, regulatory complexity, and a renewed push to finally align science, medicine, and common sense with federal law. It is important to understand what President Trump's December 18, 2025 executive order can and cannot accomplish. No U.S. president has the authority to single-handedly rewrite federal drug law. The Controlled Substances Act of 1970 requires that drugs be rescheduled either through a formal rulemaking process or by an act of Congress. President Trump's order does not instantly legalize cannabis nationwide, nor does it erase federal penalties or allow interstate cannabis commerce. Cannabis will remain illegal under federal law even after rescheduling, and cannabis businesses would still operate within a complicated legal gray area. What the order does do is direct Attorney General Pam Bondi to take all necessary steps to complete the rescheduling process as quickly as possible and in full compliance with federal law. That directive alone is significant because it places cannabis reform squarely at the top of the federal enforcement agenda. The Trump administration is not starting from scratch. Under former President Joe Biden, the Department of Health and Human Services and the Department of Justice had already advanced a proposal to move cannabis from Schedule 1, where it is defined as having no medical value and a high potential for abuse, to Schedule 3. Schedule 3 includes drugs such as Tylenol with codeine, anabolic steroids, and certain prescription anxiety medications. These substances are recognized as having accepted medical uses while still being regulated. President Trump's executive order strongly suggests that his administration may resume and accelerate that existing process. Notably, the order references Section 811 of the Controlled Substances Act, which could allow the Attorney General to reschedule cannabis without going through every traditional procedural step. This provision was designed to help the U.S. comply with international drug treaties, but it also has historic relevance to cannabis. In 2018, the same authority was used to place Epidiolex, a cannabis-derived epilepsy medication, into Schedule 5, the least restrictive category, shortly after it became the first federally approved prescription drug derived from cannabis. Scientists and medical professionals have widely welcomed the move toward rescheduling. President Trump has emphasized that this change will support expanded medical research, and for good reason. Under Schedule 1, researchers face extraordinary barriers, including special licensing requirements and restrictive laboratory rules. Moving cannabis to Schedule 3 would eliminate the need for a Schedule 1 research license and significantly reduce red tape. However, one major obstacle remains: access to research-grade cannabis. While the federal government has expanded the number of approved cannabis suppliers beyond the long-standing University of Mississippi monopoly, researchers are still limited in both product variety and potency. Without broader reforms across federal agencies, cannabis science will continue to lag behind public use and patient demand. President Trump's order also throws a critical lifeline to the U.S. hemp industry, and the timing could not be more important. In November 2025, a provision was slipped into a government funding bill aimed to close what lawmakers described as a hemp loophole. Industry leaders warned that this language could effectively ban most hemp-derived consumer products, including full-spectrum CBD, and force thousands of legitimate businesses to shut down. President Trump's executive order acknowledges this looming crisis and calls on federal agencies to work with Congress to update the law. The goal is to preserve access to hemp-derived CBD products while restricting items that pose genuine health risks. This distinction matters. Hemp-derived CBD is legal, non-intoxicating, and widely used by Americans for wellness, pain management, and even hemp products for pets. Full-spectrum CBD contains only trace amounts of naturally occurring THC and does not produce a high. Hemp was legalized under the 2018 Farm Bill to support agriculture, textiles, and sustainable commerce. However, vague definitions and a lack of federal oversight has allowed some companies to exploit loopholes by chemically altering THC or concentrating it in ways that mimic high-potency cannabis. Critics argue that these practices blur the line between hemp and cannabis, undermining consumer safety and public trust. The funding bill attempts to address this by redefining hemp products containing more than 0.4 milligrams of THC as cannabis rather than hemp. Industry stakeholders agree that reform is necessary, but warn that overly broad language could unintentionally ban legitimate CBD products, including those used in medical cannabis care and cannabis for pets. The White House fact sheet reinforces this concern, noting that 1 in 5 American adults and nearly 15% of senior citizens have used some type of CBD product in the past year. Without clear rules, patients, doctors, and retailers are left without guidance or safety standards. Despite its significance, President Trump's executive order is not law. It does not instantly reschedule cannabis or rewrite federal statutes. What it does is create political momentum and provide hemp and cannabis advocates with new leverage heading into a critical legislative year. Industry leaders believe the order strengthens their case to Congress and increases the likelihood of sensible reforms that protect consumers, support research, and allow responsible businesses to thrive. What is becoming clear is that hemp and cannabis cannot be regulated into isolation. They are deeply connected and require a coordinated, science-based regulatory framework, one that respects medical cannabis, supports innovation, and finally brings an end to outdated hemp prohibition. For activists, patients, entrepreneurs, and everyday Americans, this moment represents more than a policy shift. It is a reminder that progress happens when advocacy, science, and leadership finally move in the same direction. And while the journey towards the full legalization of medical cannabis is far from over, the path forward has never been clearer or more necessary.
Oh, yeah. There's a whisper in the headlines floating on the breeze, talking about a change in how we treat these little leaves. And the hemp folks in the heartland feel the shaking ground, 'cause a tiny rule in Congress could turn everything around. But the farmers keep on planting like they always do, fields of green ambition growing wide beneath the blue. They've been dancing with the laws that twist and bend and sway, hoping this new moment brings a brighter kind of day. We got roots for tomorrow, growing strong through the sorrow. Every seed is a promise that the future will borrow. Let the daylight get clearer, let the old fears grow narrower, 'cause the hemp fields are singing. We're the roots for tomorrow. All the business folks are counting every cost they pay, 'cause the tax code hits them harder in a lopsided way, paying extra just for doing everything by law, dreaming of a fairer world each time they see a flaw. And the scientists are waiting with their notebooks out, hoping access to the plan will match what they're about, jumping through the hoops that make the research slow and thin, ready for the moment when the real work can begin. We got roots for tomorrow, growing strong through the sorrow. Every seed is a promise that the future will borrow. Let the daylight get clearer, let the old fears grow narrower, 'cause the hemp fields are singing. We're the roots for tomorrow. There's a tug of war in Congress over what's allowed, and the hemp crowd's watching closely from the middle of the crowd. They're the cousins of the cannabis the headlines chase each night, hoping common sense will finally get the story right. So the growers and the dreamers keep their steady pace, 'cause the future of the fiber still depends on how we trace what is fair, what is useful, what is free, and what is true. Planting hope like music in a brand new point of view. We got roots for tomorrow, growing strong through the sorrow. Every seed is a promise that the future will borrow. Let the daylight get clearer, let the old fears grow narrower, 'cause the hemp fields are singing. We're the roots for tomorrow. We're the roots for tomorrow.
You are listening to Time for Hemp. I am your host, Casper Leitch, and that was a groovy song that I wrote and performed by the Illusions of Music called Our Roots Are for the Future. And one of the groovy things about this wonderful plant is that you can sing to it and it will respond. Plants, not just the cannabis plant, but all plants, have been shown through various studies to grow better, produce more harvest, and be happier when they have like classical music or mellow music. And they've done studies to see what kind of results the plants will produce when they're listening to like heavy metal and headbanger music. And they don't like that kind of music as well, as they appreciate the smooth strings and the gentle voices of the harmonic tunes that are found in today's top 40. So, but not only can plants respond to music, they are a lot like humans. And a lot of people don't know that. Plants are more like humans and animals than they might realize. Did you know that plants have feelings too? I thought you might find it interesting to learn some of the unbelievable ways plants use the same senses as humans. Humans navigate their way through the world by relying on 5 basic senses: touch, sight, sound, smell, and taste. These senses help to build a picture of our surroundings so that we can respond to any sudden changes. Many animals also rely on these senses to avoid being eaten or to find food and safe shelter. But what about plants? Plants can sense a lot about their environment and it can cause them stress. Unlike most humans and animals, though, when plants face predation, damage, or environmental changes, they can't run away and hide. Stalkless plants evolved to be incredibly sensitive to their environment in order to survive. Research into their awareness has revealed the incredible ways plants sense their environment, from hearing their predators, smelling their neighbors, and even mimicking the shapes of their plant hosts. Plants use the sense of touch much like animals and humans do. Climbing plants such as sweet peas feel about for support to cling to, while other plants such as Arabidopsis get stressed by touch, which stunts their growth. Many species use their roots to spread out through the soil while avoiding rocks and toxic substances. Some plants even have specialized leaves to sense and respond to certain sensations. For example, sensitive plants have leaves that fold inwards when touched to prevent themselves from being damaged. Another great example is the Venus flytrap, which quickly snaps shut when tickled. Their traps are made up of modified leaves that are cleverly evolved to catch unsuspecting insects while ignoring debris that falls in accidentally. The surface of these modified leaves are covered in minuscule trigger hairs. When a hair is touched, a chemical timer is set off within the leaf. Only when a second hair is touched within this time will the leaf close and begin digesting the prey caught inside. By requiring a second trigger, the leaves are adapted to tell the difference between live organisms and debris, ensuring they catch only what they need to survive. Their sense of touch is more than amazing, to say the least. Plants have a unique ability to hear the world around them. Up until recently, not much was known about how plants respond to different sounds, but researchers have demonstrated how plants not only hear nearby pollinators and predators, but also prepare themselves for a visit. In 2014, Heidi Apple from the University of Missouri published a remarkable study. Using specialist equipment, she took recordings of caterpillars chewing on leaves and played them to unharmed cannabis plants. The controlled plants were either played recordings of the wind, other non-predator insects, or nothing at all. Incredibly, the plants exposed to the sound of chewing responded by producing the same defense chemicals they would release if they themselves were being chewed on. More recently, a research group at Tel Aviv University discovered beach evening primrose plants were listening for potential pollinators. When played the recording of a buzzing bee, the flowers increased the sugar content in their nectar, sweetening in anticipation. While there is no known mechanism used by plants to detect these sounds, it's incredible to think about. Many productive gardeners throughout human history have been known to play music around their plants, believing this to be an entertaining way to keep their plants healthy, strong, and happy. It's odd to discover that plants have the ability to taste and smell the world around them. Plants make their own food through photosynthesis, so they don't have a need for the kind of taste that we recognize. However, taste and smell rely on the detection of chemicals by specialized receptors that are intimately linked. In the case of plants, they use a similar mechanism for a variety of important reasons, such as finding nutrients in the soil and avoiding rooting near toxic substances. Most incredibly, plants can also sniff out their neighbors and identify their relatives. Many tomato growers know the parasitic dodder vine, which locates and grows towards its host by sensing volatile chemicals lingering in the air. Below ground, plants are also communicating. By partnering with fungi, tree roots form large networks with one another. Suzanne Surwood at Harvard University studied these networks and found that nearly every tree in a forest was connected together through a vast underground entwined root system network. Trees use this network to pass carbon, nutrients, water, and even alarm signals to each other. Parent trees can also detect their saplings and send nutrients and water to them, ensuring their survival. It's an essential lifeline to saplings growing in dark areas of the forest. These findings have important implications for forest ecology, demonstrating that forests are more than just a collection of trees. Through this amazing system, early humans may have learned the importance of paying attention to your roots. Did you ever get the feeling that your plants were watching you? While other animals rely largely on smell to navigate their environment, the most important human sense is arguably sight. Plants don't have sight or vision in a way that is recognizable to us, but they can detect many different forms of the light spectrum, ranging from ultraviolet up to infrared. One of the best known examples of this is juvenile sunflowers, which perform heliotropism. This is where the sunflower constantly faces the sun so as to grow in the direction of the sunlight. The tracking of the sun's movement helps the plants to maximize the amount of sunlight they receive for photosynthesis. Bocchilla trifoliata is a fascinating climbing plant that is native to Chile and Argentina. It is unique in the way that it appears to mimic any plant on which it grows, changing its leaf shape, size, color, and even vein patterns. This science fiction behavior of camouflage is how this plant avoids predation. Studies have shown that this plant can detect its hosts by using its chemical signal. In 2021, a paper was published demonstrating that the Bocchilla plant is also able to mimic artificial plastic plants as well. While admittedly the mechanisms for how Bocchilla mimics its host is entirely unknown, there is something fascinating happening in this unusual plant. Another aspect that plants share with humans is stress. While we don't know much about their sensory mechanisms, we do know they can be overstimulated and get stressed. Which begs the question, how do you calm a plant? In 1847, W.F. Clemens first reported that plants can be anesthetized to lose their sensitivity in a way similar to humans and animals. More incredibly, when wounded or under attack by pathogens, plants produce their own anesthetic compounds, which act to lessen their injuries. The plant experience, although seemingly inanimate, is complex and ever-changing. Whether they're listening for sounds of friend or foe, reaching out for family, building communities, or hiding from predators, plants are highly attuned to their environment and constantly reacting. Perhaps we're not so different after all. Have you hugged a plant today?
The doctor said, slow it down, take another pill. But the side effects were louder than the pain they meant to kill. Found a little green leaf with a gentle kind of grace. Didn't knock me off my feet, just helped me find my place. Morning light don't hurt so bad, I rise without a fight. Inflammation loosens up, the darkness meets the light. It don't steal my spirit, don't chain me to the bed. It just quiets all the noise living in my head. Cannabis makes the body strong, helps you carry on. When the nights are long, it don't numb the truth, it helps you belong. Yeah, cannabis makes the body strong. Grandma found relief in a drop beneath her tongue. Said she danced a little longer, felt 20 years young. Veterans lay their armor down, breathe easier at night, trading war-zone memories for a calmer kind of light. It's a plant with a purpose, roots deep in the ground. Been a healer for the ages before loss came around. Not a gateway to trouble, just a doorway to relief. A little peace of mind, growing quietly like belief. Cannabis makes the body strong, helps you carry on. When the nights are long, it don't numb the truth, it helps you belong. Yeah, cannabis makes the body strong. Seriously, there's a kind of way to heal, a little dignity. From the farmer to the patient, there's a circle in the fight, where the medicine is honest and the healing feels right. So light it up with wisdom, dose it low and slow. Let the science meet compassion, let the good stuff grow. If the goal is living fully, not just barely getting by, then the answer's been waving in the breeze and just saying hi. Cannabis makes the body strong, helps you carry on when the nights are long. It don't numb the truth, it helps you belong. Yeah, cannabis makes the body strong. Ooh, yeah. There's a whisper in the wheat fields rising up from the ground, a greener kind of heartbeat in every farming town. It's the fiber of tomorrow, but it's ancient as the sun, a revolution growing tall in every single one. We mix it into hempcrete, watch it harden like a vow, a fortress made of nature, and the future starts right now. Walls that breathe with kindness, roofs that hold the sky, a city built on something real that money just can't buy. Hemp is the cornerstone for the future, a stronger kind of dream we can build on tonight. From the soil to the skyline, it's the healer, it's the teacher, turning simple seeds of hope into homes filled with light. Oh, hemp is the cornerstone for the future, and the future's looking bright. From insulation singing soft to beams that never break, it's a symphony of structure in every board we make. Bioplastics in the rivers, composites in the cars, a cleaner way of living, stretching out beyond the stars. It locks away the carbon like a secret in a chest, a guardian of the planet, doing what it does best. Regenerative and ready, it rises from the land, a humble little hero with a mighty helping hand. Hemp is the cornerstone for the future, a stronger kind of dream we can build on tonight. From the soil to the skyline, it's the healer, it's the teacher, turning simple seeds of hope into homes filled with light. Oh, hemp is the cornerstone for the future, and the future's looking bright. Imagine cities shining where the concrete used to stand, with hemp wood in the rafters and green power in the plant, a chorus of construction where the earth and people rhyme, a blueprint for forever in a world that's out of time. So raise a beam of promise, let the generations see a legacy of building with a living history. From farmers to the dreamers, from the builders to the choir, We're crafting something better, lifting every heart up high. Hemp is the cornerstone for the future, a stronger kind of dream we can build on tonight. From the soil to the skyline, it's the healer, it's the teacher, turning simple seeds of hope into homes filled with light. Oh, hemp is the cornerstone for the future, and the future's looking bright.
You are listening to Time for Hemp. I am your host, Casper Leitch. The last two songs we were jamming out to were performed by the Illusions of Music, and the lyrics were written by me. The first was called Hemp Makes the Body Strong, and the second one was called Hemp is the Cornerstone of Tomorrow. And if you like the music that you listen to here on the big broadcast, don't forget you can download it for free at timeforhemp.news and share it with your friends. One of the cool things I liked about the last song was that it focused on using hemp as a building material, like in hempcrete, and using it to make houses and strong skyscrapers and great roads. And it's amazing what all you can do with hemp. In the realm of construction, hemp strides in with hempcrete, a blend of hemp herds, lime, and water. This material is a lightweight insulator, a guardian against fire, and a regulator of indoor humidity, making it a fantastic alternative in the building world. But hemp doesn't stop there. It lends its strength to other materials like insulation, biodegradable plastics, and wood alternatives, adding resilience and reducing weight. The paper industry also reaps the benefits of hemp. While trees take their sweet time to grow, hemp hustles, providing a faster and more sustainable source for paper. The output of paper per acre from hemp towers over that from trees. Plus, hemp paper boasts a greater strength, longer shelf life, and a champion's resistance to yellowing, outperforming its wood pulp counterpart in the recycling arena. In the realm of bioplastics and biofuels, hemp shows immense promise. Hemp-based bioplastics are not just eco-friendly farewells to petroleum dependence. They degrade gracefully and are used in everything from packaging to car parts. And in the fuel sector, hemp morphs into biofuels like biodiesel and ethanol, offering cleaner, greener alternatives to fossil fuels, steering us towards a more sustainable future. Hemp, a plant already known for its industrial prowess, also holds a treasure trove of medicinal potential. At the heart of its therapeutic magic are cannabinoids such as the compounds like CBD and THC. CBD stands out for its non-psychoactive nature and is celebrated for its anti-inflammatory, analgesic, and anti-anxiety properties. THC, on the other hand, is the one responsible for the cannabis high, offering pain relief and appetite stimulation, albeit with psychoactive side effects. And let's not forget the other cannabinoids, each dancing to their own rhythm, potentially bringing unique medical benefits to the table. When it comes to managing pain, CBD is a heavyweight champion, offering solace for chronic pain related to conditions like arthritis and multiple sclerosis. But its prowess doesn't end there. CBD is also stepping into the spotlight for its potential in treating anxiety disorders and possibly other mental health conditions. Recent research in hemp-based medicine is opening new doors. Take Epidiolex, for example, a CBD-based medication that's received the FDA's nod for treating certain types of epilepsy. Then there's the ongoing exploration into cannabinoids' role in managing cancer-related symptoms like nausea and pain. And let's not forget the research into neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Hemp is not just knocking on the door of modern medicine, it's kicking it wide open. The journey of hemp's legality is like a roller coaster ride through time and legislation, filled with twists and turns. One of the biggest hiccups in this ride comes from hemp's kinship with marijuana. They're both from the cannabis sativa family. But here's the catch: hemp is the chill cousin with low levels of THC, the compound that gives marijuana its psychoactive zing. This crucial difference is the crux of countless legal debates and a headache for law enforcement trying to tell them apart. This confusion has thrown a wrench in the works for the hemp industry, slowing down its growth and development with a web of regulatory challenges. In the United States, the 2018 Farm Bill was a game changer, giving hemp the green light by removing it from the Controlled Substances Act and defining it as cannabis with less than 0.3% THC. But don't be fooled into thinking it's smooth sailing globally. In many corners of the world, hemp is still on the no-fly list due to its association with marijuana. Even within the United States, it's like a jigsaw puzzle of state-level regulations, creating a complex legal landscape for producers and entrepreneurs to navigate. Despite hemp's impressive resume of industrial and medical applications, it still battles the stigma of being marijuana's look-alike. This has led to widespread misconceptions about its psychoactive effects and safety. The reality? Hemp is about as likely to get you high as your morning decaf, but public perception often fails to distinguish between the two, influencing regulatory policies and hindering hemp's acceptance. Education and awareness campaigns are key to helping people understand hemp's unique identity and potential. Peering into the future of hemp in the USA feels like looking at a blueprint of a plant-based utopia. This green wonder is set to undergo a transformation thanks to significant innovations in technology and product development. Advances in genetic engineering and cultivation techniques are gearing up to boost hemp's yield and quality, optimizing it for a plethora of uses. But the magic doesn't stop at growing. Innovations in processing technology are opening the doors to extracting more cannabinoids like CBG and CBN, paving new paths in therapeutic applications. And in the world of product development, hemp is making bold strides into sectors like bioplastics, biofuels, and hemp-based building materials, showing off its versatility and potential to shake up industries far and wide. The environmental script that hemp is writing is nothing short of a blockbuster. As a sustainable crop that sips water and says no to pesticides, hemp is an eco-warrior compared to traditional crops. It grows fast, and its talent for carbon sequestration is like a superpower in our fight against climate change. The rise of hemp-based products, from biodegradable plastics to sustainable construction materials, adds to its green resume. These innovations not only reduce our carbon footprint, but also chip away at our dependency on non-renewable resources, positioning hemp as a key player in a more sustainable future. The future applications of hemp are as varied as they are exciting. In the fashion world, hemp fabrics are becoming the new trend, prized for their durability and sustainability. The health sector is also catching the hemp wave, with ongoing research likely to broaden the spectrum of hemp-based medical treatments and supplements. And let's not overlook the food and beverage industry, where hemp seeds and oils are gaining recognition for their nutritional prowess. But wait, there's more. Hemp's potential in energy production, especially in biofuel development, is yet another feather in its cap, solidifying its role as a versatile and invaluable resource.
And another valuable resource, in my mind anyway, is music about hemp, and we have lots of that here. We're going to kick off this next round of groovy tunes. The first is called Sweet Relief, and we're going to follow that with a groovy tune called Smoke a Few, here at Time for Hemp.
Gather round. I got a natural cure that's newly found. Mother Nature's gift is tried and true, and what it did for me, it will do for you. Step right up, there's relief in store. Step right My joints were stiff as boards, you see, until cannabis set my body free. Like bright sunshine after rain, I say, this blessed relief came my way. Step right up, there's relief in store. Step right up, pain won't hurt no more. Sweet relief, oh yes indeed, nature's remedy at your door. Step right up, there's relief in store. Ooh, I couldn't sleep a wink at night. My appetite was never right. My back pain had me in a bind. This herb brought peace to my mind. Ooh, now we're living a life anew, thanks to what this plant can do. It can surely do for you. Relief in store. Yes, sweet relief in store. Sweet relief. Nature's gift forevermore. Thank you, Lord. Step right up and see. Learn what this plant can be. Relief, sweet relief in store. Once you use cannabis, you will always want
One can smoke a joint, baby.
Two can make the J burn right.
One can talk about smoking a pipe.
Two can pack that bowl real tight. One can load up a water bomb.
Two can make that bong burn slow.
Ooh, yeah. One can buy an ounce of kind, but
Two can smoke that bud and glow.
yeah,
It takes two, baby. It takes two, baby.
just me and you. We're gonna smoke a few. One can have some cannabis that's purple and neon green.
Two can slowly smoke that bud and together feel quite serene.
One can smoke herb in a car, or maybe burn a fatty at home.
Two can toke out any place.
Yeah, it's better than smoking alone. It takes two, baby.
It takes two, baby.
Just me and you.
We're gonna smoke a few.
It takes two, baby.
It takes two, baby.
Just me and you.
We're gonna smoke a few.
It takes two, baby.
It takes two, baby.
Just me and you.
We're gonna smoke a few.
One can go out to a smoke lounge looking for a special treat. Two can make smoking anyway something really kinda sweet. One can spark a J in the moonlight, thinking that it's really nice.
But two token that J together.
It's like adding just a pinch of spice.
It takes two, baby. It takes two, baby.
Just me and you.
We're gonna smoke a few. It takes two, baby. It takes two, baby.
Just me and you.
We're gonna smoke a few.
It takes two,
smoke a few.
Well, I can see by the clock on the wall that for me it is 4:19, and in just about a minute I'm going to be taking a break. Do make it a point to visit timeforhemp.news, share the website with your friends, tune in each week here on the big broadcast, and let everybody know how important it is to take time for hemp.
Look at all that money. Yeah, the money that they've spent. Take another look and take some time for him. Don't cut trees for paper, 'cause it hurts the environment. Stop deforestation. Yeah, it's time for him. Well, an acre of hemp makes 20 barrels of oil. No need for pesticides to poison all our soil. People got no food, they got no clothes, they got no rent. Well, it's time for him.
Throughout Earth's history, hemp has been used, no mystery.
Hemp was legal to pay your taxes for more than a century.
Check your facts, says the founding fathers, make sense to me.
It's time to grow hemp legally. Think of all its uses. It's money that's well spent. Right now, no excuses. It's time for hemp. Sustainable green industry. That's our intent. A better place this world will be. It's time for him.
Fuel and food and clothes and soap, housing, cars, yeah, car, no joke.
Henry Ford built a car out of hemp. It's time for us to do it again.
People be employed with balanced farming as it's meant.
Right now, it's time for him.
Hemp is a true necessity for the wealth and protection of this country.
Thomas Jefferson spoke those words. He knew the value of these herbs. It's time to lift the hemp ban. It's time to make a strong stand. Yes, we can. I know we can. We can make a difference.
Yes, we can.
Just like birds of a feather, we can work together and lift the hemp ban. Look at all that money.
All that money,
Yeah, the money that they've spent.
money that they spend.
Take another look
Take another,
and take some time for hemp.
take some time.
Don't cut trees for paper,
Trees for paper,
'cause it hurts the environment.
the environment.
Stop deforestation.
Timing, yeah.
It's time for hemp.